Hello everyone, it's Darren here from Renovation Insider. Today we'll pass on some insider's knowledge on technology that is integrated into some air conditioners that will not only save you money but help our power grid. Dred, or Demand Response Enabling Device, is a piece of technology that is integrated into a lot of air conditioners, designed to reduce the impact of air conditioning to the grid in peak situations. With the increased amount of electrical products and items in everyone's house, our electrical providers have been conscious of the impacts of peak demand on our energy grid. Generally, it's been found that in our modern society where the bulk of us work, that we mostly come home at the same time and start our household tasks. So between 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock at night, most people are turning on their air conditioners, firing up their ovens, sometimes turning on their washer and dryer, turning on the TV, opening and closing the fridge, all which creates a peak in energy use. If we were to use the analogy of comparing our energy network to a highway, it would be like building a 15-lane highway that only got ever used between 4 and 8 o'clock at night. This creates a challenge of peak demand. Energy providers have been concerned about the continual need to build more and more infrastructure, like poles, wires and power plants, and have been looking into methods to minimise electricity use at these peak times. Historically, these peaks have caused blackouts or brownouts, and in modern times with the national electricity grid, power can sometimes be bought from other states at exorbitant prices. Read, yes, that's going to cost you more money eventually. The other issue with more infrastructure is more things that can get affected during natural disasters. So this is where Dred comes into its own. It turns out that we have a tendency to turn our air conditioners down too low. Well, that's no surprise. And it also turns out that a small adjustment in the temperature has little impact on our feeling of comfort. This small adjustment in the temperature can make massive savings in energy. It turns out in some instances, heating and cooling can be 40% of our electricity use. As our core body temperature is 37 degrees, as little as 5 degrees difference can make you feel comfortable. And for us living in the tropics, we also know that just by reducing the humidity can also make us feel cooler. There have actually been some experiments which show that workers working at 25 degrees who had to type non-stop had an error rate of 10%. When the temperature dropped another 5 degrees, they were half as productive. So, the way Dred works, in situations of extreme power use, there is the ability to have some minor control over your air conditioning unit, basically putting it into economy mode. This will reduce the draw on the network and also save you money by reduced power use. Depending on your area, in states like Queensland, there is incentives to convert your existing unit so that it can be Dred controlled, or if you're installing a new Peak Smart or Dred controlled unit, you'll make some savings. Here's some links to check out if you want to. Like most things, technology continues to increase. Like with this Reno unit, it now has Wi-Fi capabilities. So why not log into your home and start pre-cooling it? This means your house can get cool before you get home and not have its main load during the peak time. Thanks to Lucas from Harvey Norman Commercial for some information for this insider's tip. Thanks to Kate from Ergon Energy for the links to their Peak Smart program. Renovation Insider, a better way to start your home improvement.